I want to make a very strong appeal, an appeal for all military movements to stop, an appeal for containment, calm, de-escalation, both military and political and verbal de-escalation.
For more on this story, we can bring in our international affairs editor, Philip Turl. Good afternoon, Philip. Why are we suddenly seeing this push by Khalifa Haftar to enter Tripoli while the UN Secretary General is in town?
I think it can be put down to the fact that this is like a tale of two cities that has been dragging on for a very long time in Libya. And there have been multiple attempts to bring the two sides together. The rebel forces who are based in the east of the country in Benghazi and the nationally recognised government in Libya to form some kind of power-sharing agreement. All of those attempts have really come to nothing until now, and the United Nations is in the middle of trying to plan a new reunion between the two sides to try to bring them back to the negotiating table to work out some kind of power-sharing agreement. Now, the latest we have is that the forces are in Gariyan, which is the town just behind me, which is about 50 kilometres south of Tripoli, where they are not advancing any further for the moment, but they're just outside the capital. That's where Antonio Guterres is there at the moment for talks with both the rebel leader, Khalifa Haftar, and having met yesterday with Fayez al-Sarraj, the Prime Minister and head of the elected, internationally recognised government. I think that the rebel leader is making a statement here saying that he doesn't believe that there can be some kind of agreement between the two sides. And as Antonio Guterres is there, he's now going to show that he is in a stronger position and will push forward towards Tripoli. And also the fact is that over the last few months, he's made gains in the country, overrunning one of the main oil fields in the south of the country and also fighting against Islamist rebels. Now, I think that is one of the key elements here in the fact that the rebel leader, who is Khalifa Haftar, has the support of the United Arab Emirates and also of Egypt. He was in Saudi Arabia last week, and he is making the fight against the Islamists and their threat one of his key policies in Libya, and he doesn't believe that the government that's in charge there has the means to do that.
So why doesn't he recognise the government that's in power in Tripoli, the internationally recognised government for the most part?
I think he thinks that, as I said, they're not capable of doing that job. And that he should be the man who is running the country. And I think it's also a situation that goes back a lot further. If you look back at the life of Khalifa Haftar, he was a man he's now 75. He was one of the backers of Muammar Gaddafi, the former strongman of Libya, who helped him seize power in 1969 and then fell out with him afterwards and moved off to the United States and only came back to Libya once Muammar Gaddafi had been toppled from power in 2011 and created his rebel army, the Libyan National Army, with a view to taking power. In the meantime, you have this other leader, Fayez al-Sarraj, who has been elected as the de facto recognised leader of the Libyan government, but this is only after there have been multiple attempts to bring him and an Islamist-led government, which was in Tobruk, together to form a power-sharing government, which Khalifa Haftar does not officially recognise because he says that they were responsible for terrorist attacks and other incidents in the country, and that is why he is not recognising this power.